To the hot corner. Garion, we need your favorite outfielder tonight.
So apparently I made my criteria for being selected must have hit 2 home runs in yesterday's games because I will take Ronald Acuña Jr. as another extremely hot hitter. He's got 3 home runs in his last 2 games. He's crazy expensive. He's $6,200, but he is going up against a guy making his major league debut in Jared Koenig. I don't know.
I'm not going to correct you.
But Acuña against any left-handed pitcher, even if he's making his 15,000th start, I have some sort of interest in. So far this season, he's got a 488 expected WOBA against left-handed pitching. And you go back to last season, this isn't some sort of like small sample aberration. He had a 175 WRC plus against Southpaws. So when you've got Acuña, who's feeling it right now, seeing the ball really well, hitting out of that leadoff spot for Atlanta. So maybe he gets 5 plate appearances in this contest, not just against the rookie, but also against a, underwhelming Athletics bullpen. I think he's going to be able to pull off this big salary.
Nick, do you also have a guy who socked a couple dingers yesterday?
I do not, but I do think Acuña is a great play. He was one of the guys I was looking at as well. But as I'm looking down the list of outfielders available, I would think that people are going to be interested in Aaron Judge, even though he doesn't have big numbers against Chris Archer. You can say the same about Acuña. But you go a little bit further down, still expensive at 5.2K. I mentioned I like the Red Sox game. JD Martinez is not as hot as he was earlier in the season, but he's starting to pick it up a little bit of late. He's got a back-to-back 2-hit games, doubled in each of those games. And one number that I found too interesting to ignore, he hasn't homered since May 17th, and then Detmers has not been good since May 17th. So maybe I'm pushing it a little bit, but I like this matchup here for JD Martinez. In general, Detmers has not been great since his no-no. It was a 3.82 FIP, a 4.80 expected FIP. For me, I know that Detmers has done pretty poorly against left-handed hitters as well, but when I see that 54.8% fly ball rate against right-handed hitting over his last 3 starts, I gotta think that JD Martinez is going to break out for that first dinger of the month.